Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Merrill Shabaum, and I'm the St. Louis MTC or Microsoft Technology Center Director. So welcome to the facility, and welcome to our grand opening. I wanted to introduce who's up on the stage with me this morning. I have Jennifer Byrne, the Chief Technology Officer of Microsoft US. I have Mayor Krewson, thank you for joining us today. Phil Sorgen, Corporate Vice President of Microsoft Enterprise Commercial Business. Governor Parsons, thank you for joining us. Dana Barnes, Vice President, U.S. State and Local Government. And Dennis Lauer, President and CEO of Cortex. Thank you all for joining. I'd like to invite Jennifer to come up for a few words.
Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for being here. So one of the privileges of this role is to lead all of the MTCs in the U.S., and I couldn't be more excited to be here today to do my part in welcoming you to this new facility. We believe that the MTCs, these Microsoft Technology Centers, embody the Microsoft mission, which is to empower every organization and every person on the planet to achieve more. We do that through a combination of immersive technology experiences and hands-on demos and experts in technology and industry that serve as your guides while you're here. This is one of 50 Microsoft Technology Centers around the world, and it is officially the newest, and I believe embodies the best of what Microsoft has to offer, from the way we design these spaces to be open and collaborative, and of course the advanced technology that we have to offer. So thank you very, very much for being here. We can't wait to have you explore this facility for yourselves. The purpose of it is to help local institutions, whether they're companies or public institutions, discover for themselves how to be digital innovators. That's our purpose for being here. This space comes alive when people are in it, so we hope you have the opportunity to explore how you can use it to discover your own digital ambitions. So thank you very much, and with that I will pass the mic over to Phil Sorgen.
Well, I'm both honored and excited to be here for this opening. It was a month ago, almost to this week, that I got to tour this facility with effectively a hard hat, and got to see the vision of what this could become, and to come back and be here a year later and see what this is. It's just spectacular. Why it's such a huge opportunity is all companies in St. Louis, as well as in the organizations in public sector and state and local government and education, everybody's trying to explore how they can capitalize on cloud computing and other new technologies. And this is a place that you can go explore, do the ideation, and really identify the art of what's possible. And we look forward to being that partner that can help organizations with their digital transformation. There's so much opportunity out there right now, and literally just your imagination is the only limit to what we can accomplish. And when you look at a facility like this that's designed for one-on-one sessions where we're going deep on one thing, programmed events where a group of people can learn, or even a hackathon that developers are identifying the impact they can make. So we're really excited to have this facility. Cortex is an amazing innovation in this area where it brings just an opportunity to create innovation. Microsoft's invested heavily in our own innovation, but we're equally excited to be a partner to innovation, and that's innovation developing right here in St. Louis with the great educational institutions that can feed that innovation pipeline, as well as our partners. So thank you for joining us. We're really excited about what we have here, and we hope you'll be excited with us. Thank you. And now let me turn it over to Mayor Krewson.
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Aren't you excited to be here? I am. I really am. I mean, I've been of course, as I think all of you probably are, but a Microsoft user for, I don't know how long it's been. Has it been 20 years? A long time. Since the day that, a long time ago, a company that I worked for, when they told me they were going to be giving me my own computer, and I'm like, oh, I don't really need that. So today, we cannot survive without our computers, without our phones, and without our tablets, and without our Microsoft products. So certainly, I'm thrilled to be here today, and I'm so excited. Microsoft has been in St. Louis for a little while, but this is a major, major step up in their presence in St. Louis. And it will also then, of course, be a major opportunity and a major step up for the people and the companies that are here and who have the ability to come here and explore their dreams, as you have heard, and explore what their ideas are. I can promise you, having been the mayor now for 15 or 16 months, we certainly have ideation to explore in the government roles. Government has always been behind the private sector when you talk about technology. And there are reasons for that. You know, they have to do with budgets and they have to do with long-time employees and that sort of thing. But we really look forward to the opportunity to work here with the Microsoft folks to make some real progress on some of the subjects that we're interested in as well. So it's a $50 million investment here. That's big. Thank you, Microsoft. Lots of local jobs. Being here in Cortex is so important because Cortex is sort of the center of it all. But I'm looking out the windows here behind you, and you can see St. Louis University, and you can see all the way down to the Arch. And so all of that is really what is bringing St. Louis together. This is, as you know, Cortex is one of the best innovation districts in the country, not just in Missouri. There are a lot of people in Missouri who maybe aren't even aware of Cortex yet, but around the world, folks are aware of Cortex and aware that companies like Microsoft have chosen to be here. So I will really end with that by just saying how thrilled I am and how what an honor it is to have Microsoft here with such a major presence. And we appreciate all you've done in our community so far, and we look forward to working with you even more. I do want to say that today we're really honored to have the governor with us. You know, I've had over the last, what's it been, Governor, 110 days or 120 days or something like that, to spend a good amount of time with Governor Parson. And, you know, this is not that common, so we ought to stop and think about just what we can all accomplish together, because that's what we are doing together. The governor was in St. Louis about a week and a half ago for a full-day trip. We ran his legs off. We had 11 stops that day. We started at 8 in the morning, and there was a big thunderstorm coming in about 4:15, and we let him get out of here. But we had a lot of things to show him. And so we are thrilled to have Governor Parson here in St. Louis again, and I'm sure he'll talk a little bit about it, but this is a governor that understands that we all have to work together, and it's a governor who really understands our challenges with workforce development, and that is how Microsoft and our government all come together to develop our workforce, because that's what we need. We need a better workforce today, and we need to prepare our young people and our kids for better jobs for tomorrow. So thank you for having me here this morning. Thank you, Microsoft, for being here in St. Louis and bringing this Innovation Center here. And with that, I want to introduce to you Governor Mike Parson.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for the kind words. And it is great to be here in St. Louis today, and to get to be here at a moment for Microsoft that's just a unique time for our state, and to see this expansion and what we talked about in the back room back there. Y'all hear about these back room deals? We had one before I come out here just a while ago, just so you know. But what a great opportunity to talk to the people back in that room when you put business and educators and government together, and you put the mayor in there. So all of us are back there trying to figure out how do we do it better. And when you look at a company like Microsoft or Cortex, one thing, the vision you have is you see them getting better and better and better. And I want to be part of that, getting better and better. And I want Missouri to get better and better for the future. And the only way we do that is to invest in our young men and women, our children, to do that, to be able to meet the demands of the future for Microsoft and the other businesses that are here. That's what I've been focused on. We just recently had a special session in the state of Missouri. And actually, it went by pretty quietly. We got things done, not a lot of arguments up there, not a lot of newsworthy items that happened. But the big important reason we had that special session was for STEM, to make on the computer science, the engineering, the math, all the things that we got to do for the future of Missouri. And as I sit here today and listen to people talk, I understand how important that is that we get it right in the state of Missouri. And if we truly will work together, and if we'll partner, and businesses will be part of reforming the education institution, government will partner with the private sector, we will do a better job. And there's other states that are doing that. And we got to do our part in Missouri if we really want to move forward. And you want to move the state of Missouri forward. The two things we got to do. We got to do something with our workforce development, and we got to do a better job of it, preparing young men and women. The other thing we got to do is infrastructure in the state of Missouri. Those are two key elements of Missouri moving forward. But I just want to say today, what a great opportunity for me to be the governor of Missouri, to represent all the people in this state, to be here with Microsoft today, to see what the future will hold. And the mayor said it was a major step. I say it's the first step, is what I say. I think there's more days like this to come. I think you're going to see more companies like Microsoft expanding and doing a better job in the future. But we got to do our part as Missourians to make sure that that workforce is available to meet the demands. It is an honor and privilege to be the 57th governor of the state of Missouri. Thank you very much for having me here.
And Dana, if we could have you come up and say a few words.
Well, you know, this is one of those occasions that's very, very special. As we look at business, we think about revenues and everything else. This facility is actually more about the development of the community. It's about engagement with our small business partners, new companies that can come in and learn and grow and drive the economy of Missouri, and in particular St. Louis, the city of St. Louis. So from a Microsoft perspective, we're really excited, and we can't wait to do more as we continue this wonderful relationship with the city and the state of Missouri.
And Dennis, as one of our newest partners in Cortex, we'd like you to come up and say a few words as well.
This is indeed a very great day for us here in Cortex. We've kind of had a few good days in the last few months. In May, we opened up CIC, Cambridge Innovation Center space downstairs, another 40,000 square feet. They now have 160,000 square feet in the district. And we now have over 370 startup companies and established companies in the district. So May was a great day. June, we broke ground on this wonderful parking garage next door, 677 spaces, in part to park some of the Microsoft people. In July, we broke ground on a 129-unit hotel just across the street to the north side. And also to the south side, we cut the ribbon on the Metrolink new station. In August, to our west, we started rehabbing a building that's going to hold our bioscience graduating companies from our incubators and accelerators. So north, south, east, and west, we have you surrounded right now, Microsoft. And so that happened in August, and September is for Microsoft and for this ribbon cutting. So we are thrilled that we are a place, a platform where companies like Microsoft can plug into us. The future is indeed bright, and I don't think it is at all beyond imagination to stand on the arch one day and look west and look east and to see this filled in with technology-related companies. That is the future, not only of this region, but is the future of this state. And I'm thrilled that we have a mayor and a governor who understand the importance of that and are doubling down to commit to create the infrastructure and the educational infrastructure that's necessary for us to achieve that. So welcome. We're thrilled that you're here.
I'd like to thank all of our special guests for coming today. It's a very big moment for us here in the Cortex, and we're glad to celebrate our grand opening with everyone who joined us here as well in the audience. So at this point, I would like to go ahead and invite everyone up on the stage to the ribbon cutting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.